So a couple days ago, we got some merch reveals for the now named Big Truck Pups sub-series. I'll say this, at least it sounds better than Big Rig Pups, off the bat. And with it came some new stuff that we haven't seen before, while also revealing some minor new details about the sub-series, including a possible new location, and the name of the new pup, which has generated a rift in the fandom as a result. So for today, we'll be going over all that in this video. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. The first thing we're going to look at is the box art of the Lookout Garage playset. And this was found by Moonmeg on Amazon, so all credit goes to him for finding this. The first thing you're going to notice right away is, of course, the three chases. Now, there has been a lot of talk about this, whether he has two identical siblings, or is he secretly the DNA template for the cloning facility on Camino, something along those lines. Obviously, I'm joking, this doesn't mean much at all, but this is something to have a good laugh over. The real thing you're going to want to look at is the Pups Vehicles, and up till now the only vehicle we've seen so far is Chase's, and that came with this pick a few months back. But now finally we get to see them all, as well as a clear shot of Rocky and Zuma in their truck attires, which we haven't seen up to this point. And here's a better pick of them as true metal vehicles. These next few merch leaks I'm about to show were found by Ultimate Pup Fan from Instagram first, and Possum8091, or better known as Paw Patrol Crazement from Twitter, who was able to get the descriptions of these merch pieces, so all credit goes to them for finding these. As in terms of the trucks, we can't tell what type of trucks they are. There are only three that we can assume. One of them is Marshall's, which looks like a water tanker. The second is Rubbles, seeming to have a wrecking ball, a crane, and a shovel, and the new pup. Honestly, I can't figure out this one, so I'll leave your best suggestion in the comments below. So those are the only three we can really figure out at the moment. This next piece of merch shows all the pups, including Ryder and their truck attires. Now Ryder we haven't seen up to this point yet, and his design reminds me of Bob the Builder. I don't know why that was the first thought that came into my head when I saw it, but I think I'm going crazy to be honest. Now, let's go back to the merch descriptions, and specifically these two. The one for the new pup and the other for the True Metal merch. And from what it's telling us, we might have a new location coming to the series. However, there are two different names for this. The first one is Great Valley, and the other one is Big Valley. To be honest, I would rather have it be named Great Valley, just because it sounds more creative and original than Big Valley. But now let's move on to what you've been wanting me to discuss about, and give my opinion on, and that is the name of the new pup. And like I said earlier, it has created a divide in the community, and for good reason. The new pup's name is Al. Most people don't seem to like this name, however there are some that do like it. Let me just say for the record, if you do like this name, that's your verdict. I'm not encouraging you to change your opinion on the name whatsoever. You be you, and you're entitled to your own opinion, as I always say. But here's my thoughts on this, and they're basically the same as everyone else's who doesn't like this name. It's very unoriginal and not creative in the slightest, because of a couple reasons. The first of which is we already have a character in the series named Al, and that is Farmer Al. And it just confuses me as to why they would choose a name for a character, a pup specifically, that already has said name. There were a couple of brainstorm names that we thought as in the past, such as Fixer, Tuner, Ratchet, but yet they go with Al out of all the possible names. Tens, hundreds of thousands out there, and this is the one they select. The creators better have a good reason for deciding on this name over countless others. It could be because Al is a name that could be associated with a job of the truck driver, which fits into the sub-series, which would make sense, but that doesn't exclude the fact that there are other trucker names that could have gone with. I wish they would have made Al his nickname instead of being his actual name. Something like, say for example, my name is Albert, but you can call me Al for short. And I think that would work better than just Al, distincting the two characters in terms of name. So overall, I don't like the name. I wish they would have gone with something a bit more creative, and not a name that we already have for an existing character. Though the thought of having two characters named Al was kind of humorous, in the end. Basically because of, well, meme potential, which I've already played my part in the matter. And honestly, I'm hoping we see these two meet at some point. How funny would that be? A battle to the death over who the superior Al is. Overall, despite the new leaks and this questionable name drop, I'm still not interested in the sub-series, though I will go more in depth on why in the near future, once this sub-series nears its release date. So tell me down in the comments below what you think of the merch leaks and the name of the new pup, Al, and if you do or don't like that name. So with that, I will see you all again next time.